Hello.
So how are you?
Now, Christina, you're John, who directed this movie. He was your colleague on Mad Men, and now he's your boss on this film. Is it any different?
Is he my boss?
Is the director the boss?
I guess the director's the boss. Yeah, probably.
Now you have a great relationship with him, but is it different? You jump from being actors together on a TV show to him then having all the pressure of being the director. Do you feel that does the relationship change in any way?
Well, the nice thing is he had directed several episodes of Mad Men, so I had worked with him as a director in that way. He's very similar. I mean, he's very chill and knows what he wants, and he's incredibly professional and very well prepared. I think the difference is that we were walking onto a set with all new people and new DP and new actors, and in some ways it was certainly intimidating for me, and I don't know if John would say the same thing, but it was nice to, at the end of the day or in the middle of the day, look over and see someone who was so familiar and you're so comfortable with in the middle of all this newness, and be like, make eye connection and be like, oh, thank you, there's someone I trust over there.
I can't imagine you being intimidated, though.
By Richard Jenkins and Philip Seymour Hoffman and Eddie Morzan, really? Like the best actors in the world? No. I mean, of course I was. Of course I was intimidated.
Yeah. But you have to, how does that, I would find if you get overwhelmed like that, then there must be ways in which you just go, right, I can't let this affect me because I'm going to end up just blowing takes.
Well, yeah. Your survival instincts kick in. It's funny because I was talking to John later and I said, I was a mess of nerves. He said, I didn't know you were nervous one single day. And I said, well, I'm not going to show you. I got to, I want to give my director confidence in me and show him that I'm there to play ball and do the best I can do. And that's what you have to do.
Working with Philip Seymour Hoffman, I imagine he was such an amazing actor that you think part of me, there'd be an insecurity in me going, he thinks I'm rubbish. He thinks I'm. I can see it in his eyes. I know he thinks I'm rubbish or whatever. do you have to sort of think, well, look, Academy Award winner, I've just got to get on with this. This is not, again, it's not an option for me to have an inner monologue.
Yeah, it's not an option. But, as actors, I think we're very emotional people and constantly questioning ourselves. And, whether it's Philip Seymour Hoffman or, the person you worked with every single day, you're like, do they think I'm rubbish? Do they think I'm awful? Which I think, is a good motivator.
Yeah.
You're constantly striving to not be that.
There's also, I did, just because we're on the subject, and I'll get off it very quickly, but just because I mentioned to John as well, that it's, from a viewer's point of view, it's just desperately sad to watch the movie because Philip is so brilliant in it. There's you sense the tragedy because you think, well, you want more of this, and we're not going to get any of that. So do you have that experience when you see it back?
I do. There's this strange feeling that because we're talking about it and promoting it and experiencing the film, that I sort of still feel like he's here with us. And maybe I haven't fully digested what's happened because we still get to watch him and we still get to watch his performance. And I hope the audience, I think everyone felt his loss. He really made an impact on people globally with his performances and his talent and his sort of honesty that he would bring to things. So I hope that when people watch this, they can lose themselves for a little bit and just enjoy what he does best and enjoy the movie. And you can't ignore the facts, but I hope that people can just enjoy it as a piece of work.
Yeah, and it is a fantastic piece of work.
Oh, good. I'm glad you liked it.
And your performance in it is, because it's a very moody, twisted, atmospheric tale.
Yeah.
And obviously, with your character, explain a little bit like what she brings to the mix, because she's a bit of a mess.
Yeah, she is.
She cries a lot.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was a very difficult film because I think there was about 2 scenes in the beginning where her son is still alive, and after that she's grieving. You know, this happens in just a few days. So this whole film takes place in a few days. So it was difficult to sort of figure out how to mourn and grieve, and still, not only is she having that, but she's having miscommunication with her husband. The community seems to have turned on her. She just doesn't have any answers. She's desperate. She's a purely desperate person. And that is her experience through the entire film. And so it is a lot, and it is moody, and it is heavy.
Yeah, no, you're brilliant in it. And before I go, Mad Men question, can I ask? I read that John got to keep one of the lamps. He got to take a prop away.
Oh, did he? Because he wanted that lamp for a long time. I'm glad he got it.
And I'm sure it sits in some. I can imagine him having some very ornate, very cool study somewhere in his house. Did they let you pinch anything from the set?
I pinched a few things. Oddly enough, they charged us for them. But, you know, fair enough. At least I get to... there were a few things from Joan's apartment that were sentimental to me that I wanted. And so I don't have them yet, but I hear they're waiting for me when I get back to Los Angeles.
Okay. And what's up next for you? What are you moving on to next?
Well, I'm supposed to do a film in London, in fact. Yeah, coming back again. I spend a lot of time here. I love it. Probably do that in January. I won't describe what it is quite yet until it's all locked in. But right now, my husband's shooting a show in New York, and I moved to New York 2 weeks ago, and I haven't lived there for 18 years, and I'm embracing being there and having time off after 5 years of working straight.
Well, yeah,
so.
That's what I do. Yeah. Well, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thanks a lot.
Have a great day.
Yeah, you too.